Hello, lovely people. I have more cards for you today. I did something a little different today. I got a call to pull from 3 different decks, which is not my usual at all. So I pulled a card from the Shaman's Dream Oracle deck, and today's card for us is Perfect Storm, the courage to step into life. So if you can take a look at that. So this card right here is a reminder, an invitation that things are swirling around. It may feel like really you are in the midst of an enormous storm. We're all in the midst of a storm. And there's kind of no avoiding it. However, if you think about a hurricane, you think about the eye of the hurricane, right? The center of the storm is actually where things are kind of still and things can kind of like get really quiet, where everything is swirling about around that center. So this card is saying, hey, even though it may feel like the center of the storm is not where you want to be, that's actually where you need to be, right? Because that's where you're going to be able to see what's being swept away, what is being pulled to leave, right? Because it's stuff that needs to go. And if you're in the center, you need to basically saying be in the center, be as grounded and present as possible, because there's so much happening that you can't possibly process and deal with all of it all at once. Some stuff's just going to have to like go to the side, right? It's just going to have to be swept away through the course of events. And when you're in the center and you can kind of see what's happening, often the things that we're most attached to are what gets swept away first. And sometimes that's really necessary because those things sometimes tend to be tied too much to our egos and not actually to what's really in alignment for our best and highest good. And when we take into consideration everything that is happening in the world right now and in our country, we're really all being called to step out, be courageous, and be as true to ourselves as possible, right? In the face of a lot of misinformation, a lot of disinformation, a lot of deliberate chaos and confusion. This is saying stay strong, stay steady, be in your center, be who you are, and take note of what needs to go, right? We may be attached to a lot of things, but they need to go. And also take note of what's staying, what needs to be, and what is really true to stay right there and will hold against the storm. And so why is all this happening? So Otter, and that is pulled from the Druid Animal Oracle deck. And I pull Otter reversed. So this is also, this is just kind of going right back to this card here. Don't fight it, right? Otter reversed is kind of an indication that we're pushing against it. We're trying to go against the flow. We're trying to fight what's happening, and not in a way that's going to help us or help anybody. So it's important to, again, find that center, find that grounding, because if you do that, then you're going to be able to go, oh, right, let me just flow this way. It may not be what you expected or what you wanted, but that's the thing, like, right, it's learning how to let go, how to go with the flow, because it will be easier. You might have a little more fun in the process. You may be able to lean harder and more completely into what you truly can bring to the table, right? What you truly can do to help yourself, family, community, etc. We can't fight the storm. It's here, right? We have to just be where we are and find our center in that. And how do we do it? So I wanted to pull from the Druid Plant Oracle deck, because I feel like I love herbalism. I love the medicine of plants and the wisdom of plants. And I feel like that's a great place to get some support. So I pulled the Guardians, which is a grouping, right? So we've got Elder, Hawthorne, and Birch. And these herbally are things that help strengthen, they talk to longevity, they talk to our immune systems, and strength. And this is saying, right, this is what we need to do. Like, we need to find our strength. We need to, like, those root down, right? And find what supports us. Find what sustains us. You know, these trees are around the sacred waters. So it's also like, remember that you are sacred. Each and every one of us is sacred. We are walking miracles, and what's happening around us is incredibly challenging. But again, we all must be as strong as we can individually so that we come together and create a really strong chain in our communities, right? That can't be broken, that can't be disregarded, etc. Right? So find the things that sustain you. Find the rituals in your day, the people in your day that will help sustain you so that you can stand in the eye of the storm and know the storm will pass and we're going to be still standing, right? I hope this serves you well today. If you have questions, please don't hesitate to ask. And if you're ever interested in a one-on-one reading, I would love to do that for you. Otherwise, until then, I will see you the next time.